So pretty exciting day for me. Oral and I have become very good friends over the past couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were introduced by an occupational therapist at the Glen Rose rehab facility. So I'd asked Oral if he wouldn't mind sitting down with me and having a chat. Oral suffered a stroke as well. So we're just going to get a little bit of his story. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll try and do as many of these as we can. My brother. So the cool thing with Oral that just totally amazed me is Oral's an Olympian. Went to the 92 Barcelona Olympics.
Yeah, 92 Olympics, yeah.
What made you get into that?
Shane, it was I don't know, like maybe it was divine. Like just I went out in 1986 and I broke a 26-year-old provincial record in high school.
In high school?
Yeah, it was my second or third track meet in triple jump ever.
Oh, wow.
And I broke a 26-year-old provincial record. I broke a provincial record. And I think up until maybe this year or last year, I still had the record.
Oh,
it
wow.
was still
Are you
there
serious?
From 1986.
So you had some natural ability then?
I had some natural ability, Shane, but, what really got me going as a triple jumper, because it's a really obscure sport, is...
and very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's challenging. It's tough on the body.
So hard.
You can actually check out some stuff on triple jumpers on YouTube and stuff like that. They call them the Olympic superheroes because our bone density actually increases and different things because of all the work that we do to try and, put the stress on you. You land with 17 to 19 times your body weight on one leg.
Wow.
For an instant. And then you're off onto the other leg. So you're landing with tremendous forces on your body. And if you don't train properly to kind of develop that ability to do that, you can get hurt quite easily. But what got me good at triple jumping, a little bit of natural ability, world-class coaching.
Okay.
So there was a Hungarian defect that came to Alberta. His name was Gabor Shimony. Gabor was a coach at U of A. And this local coach that recruited me after I broke that provincial record, he connected me with Gabor. And it was amazing.
In high school?
In high school.
Wow.
When I was like 17 years old.
Phenomenal.
And that changed the trajectory of my life. Meeting Gabor. I pick up on things fairly quickly, Shane.
Yeah.
But Gabor is an amazing coach. Just a little short Hungarian guy, one of the humblest guys I knew. Carl Lewis's coach said that Gabor was an innovator and a pioneer in the sport of track and field. And we didn't, I think a lot of people in Canada didn't realize what they had with Gabor. Like Gabor actually invented a double arm swing technique in triple jump.
And what is that?
So a lot of guys will hop and step with one arm kind of at a time.
Yeah.
Gabor had you using two arms at a time.
Okay.
And you stay on balance and you stay more controlled with that technique. The world record is held by a guy who uses that technique. And he transitioned from the one arm technique to the double arm technique. And within a year, he broke world record.
Oh, really?
You're just on better balance. And you can control yourself better by having both arms kind of out and then swinging together.
That makes sense, I guess, right?
It's counterintuitive a little bit.
Yeah.
But because you run with one arm at a time, you don't run with kind of two arms like this.
Right.
But when you're hopping and stepping, they're balanced. Using both, you stay on balance, and it's a better technique. And most of the best jumpers in the world will use that technique. Today. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did they start switching from one arm to two?
I'm not sure when Gabor invented it, but since the 80s, more triple jumpers have shifted towards that technique.
Okay.
Yeah, since the 80s, for sure.
So good leadership.
Amazing coaching. Amazing coaching. I had a world-class coaching.
Yeah.
So that was a difference maker for me.
Okay.
I think I told you this. My son's middle name is Gabor.
I don't think you have.
Okay, yeah.
That's fantastic.
So I named him. Like Gabor was just a
And are you still in touch with him today?
Yeah.
With Gabor?
So Gabor he passed away in 2003.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, passed away in 2003. I got to attend his funeral.
Okay.
And I flew out there. I wasn't going to miss that.
Where was it?
It was out in Victoria, in Duncan, BC.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Duncan, BC.
That's a good place to pass.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful country.
Yeah.
Beautiful country out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we go through there quite often. So then the Olympics, that was a big goal for you?
Yeah, it was a huge goal for me, Shane. I think I've told you that it wasn't everything it was meant to be, everything it was chalked up to be, you know. I would have, at that time, I probably would have traded my life for it in some ways, right?
Right.
Because that's how obsessed you are with it.
Yeah.
And that's how driven you are to kind of achieve
Well, it's
it.
the pinnacle, right?
It's the pinnacle, and you sacrifice, for an amateur athlete at that time.
For an amateur athlete, yeah.
Yeah, you sacrifice everything for it.
Yeah.
And I was doing that. But I think I shared with you my Olympic experience was different. I ended up learning more about drugs in sport than anything else.
Right.
And I fouled out in Barcelona, which means I stepped over the board 3 times.
Right.
So I was depressed, and I was,
Well, it's so much pressure. You invest so much into it, right? The sacrifices are immense.
How many years of your life to get there, and then you have 3 opportunities, a total of probably 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
30 seconds, because like literally my runways are probably less than 10 seconds to do a run up and jump. Less than 10 seconds. I did that 3 times.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds of my life, I spent years and years and years for 30 seconds of my life to try and hit a board, hit a 20 centimeter board, after 45 meters of running to hit that accurately.
And must haunt you, hey?
It doesn't haunt me now, but then it totally meant everything to me.
Yeah.
I was totally depressed, right? And I got to hang out with some other athletes that were there, and I learned a lot about drugs in sport. I had a friend who was, who knew and had kind of prepped me before I went there, and opened my eyes, and I just kind of realized that what he was telling me in a lot of ways was true. And I made some horrible choices. Okay. I decided to go on an anabolic steroid program. Okay. And I ended up getting caught in February of 1993, and I didn't lie about it, Shane. I told the truth. But I had to sit out for 4 years. I had a 4-year suspension. The Olympics I would have been best at, Atlanta, I watched on TV.
It's a big price to pay.
But a right price to pay.
Was it? Yeah.
You do the crime, you do the time.
100%.
Like, seriously. As far as I know, Shane, I was the first athlete that actually didn't lie about it. I told the truth. Yeah. And that's because, that was a God thing, because I was suicidal when I got caught. I thought my life was done.
Well, just a couple big letdowns then, right?
Yeah. My track and field career would have been over, right? And I'm thinking like that's what I was living for, was track. Yeah. Right. So I was like, man, go jump off a high level bridge and take your life, buddy. Yeah. So that's where I was. And my brother, told my brother and my coach, who was another great guy, but it wasn't Gabor. It was a sprint coach I was working with at that time, who really helped me get to the Olympics, David Lipong. I told them, and they prayed with me. And God gave me peace. I didn't hear it audibly, but it was like, just tell the truth. That's what I kind of just had this thing, just tell the truth. Yeah. Don't lie about it.
Own it, right?
Yeah. So the thing is, Shane, I could have lied about it easily. You know why? Because my ratio, I never tested for any metabolites of anabolics. I tested off my ratio. So every testosterone to testosterone. Yeah. And my ratios were different on the tests that I had. They weren't even the same, but they were above the legal limit, and barely, like very barely. So I could have easily lied about it. Yeah. But I didn't. I didn't deny it. I didn't lie about it. I told the truth.
Do you regret that?
Not at all.
No, good.
Not at all. It was a good change for my life, brother. Yeah. No, it was a good change for my life.
Was that a pivot point?
Huge pivot point. Yeah. I started getting back to my Christian roots and ended up marrying my girlfriend. We were married for over 23 years. Yeah. And I just changed my life. I kind of committed my life to the Lord again and just really changed my life around. So it was huge.
So you were spiritual before that?
I was, but I was living a double life. Right. I was on the fence. I was partying. I know it well. Yeah. I was partying and doing what I wanted to do, but I just didn't. I believed in God, but I just didn't follow Him. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so now you've dealt with a couple of tragedies then?
Yeah,
What'd you do next?
So, like I said, I got engaged to that girl and we got married, and I started working for a company, a flooring company, and ended up becoming a partner with that company and got into sales. Right. And just a lot of things kind of changed my life around. And eventually I went back to the sport in 1997.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh,
so
wow.
I went back and I competed. I actually jumped a personal best in 1997 and won my first international medal. I won a silver medal at Francophone Games in Madagascar.
In Madagascar.
Yeah, in Madagascar, And that was cool. But the thing that was the thing that was best, I guess, about it was I I was recognized as a different person. They said, "Oh, he's a born again guy,"
Okay.
And they recognized, cause back in '92, I was the guy who knew where all the best parties were.
Right.
I was, like literally, I would get to know bouncers and different people at bars.
Yeah.
And I would tell everyone where the after party was going to be after we finished competing. I was pretty good at getting people together to go party. And then after that I became just a different guy, and I really did a lot of work trying to repair the damage I did. I didn't realize the impact I had on people, Shane, until I got busted. My teammates crying and just people. I didn't realize the impact I had on people, Shane, until I got busted. And then I realized really quickly that, wow, I had a pretty big impact on a lot of people. A lot of people looked up to me. And I just was pretty selfish, not thinking about anybody else but myself, right? But
pride is destructive, isn't it?
very destructive, brother.
Yeah.
Very destructive.
Yeah, the ripple effects.
100%.
The stone, the pebble in the pond, right?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Have you made amends with them?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did a lot of work to repair the damage I did for taking anabolics. I went and did a lot of talks at schools and different places and volunteered my time and my efforts to really help people. And that was cathartic for me. It was good for me. And it gave me perspective, right? And, as much as I understand that a lot of people might have been using drugs at that time, I can't justify why I did it.
Right. Yeah.
And before I would have tried to justify it. But the reality is the rules are this. You broke the rules, you do the crime, you do the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been hard on your family as well, right?
It was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough on my family, my coach.
Because everyone's so
My
proud.
coaches,
Your coach,
100%, 100%. There's a lot of people that affected. My teammates at university. I was at University of Alberta.
Yeah.
My teammates there, my teammates on the national team.
Yeah.
Very tough on a lot of people. And as much as I was a partier, I had a good reputation. I was always a pretty nice guy, right?
Yeah.
So, it would have been easy for me to have denied it, Shane. Very easy.
Was there a lot of media attention on
Ton
that
of
as well?
media.
Really,
Front page of a lot of papers, all over TSN, all over national news.
Yeah.
Because I think I admitted it, and they, they didn't crucify me.
Really?
Which was, I think that was a blessing from God, because if they had gone after me, I don't know if I'd have taken it very well.
Right.
It would have been tough. It was bad enough getting caught and having to serve 4 years.
Yeah.
It would have been really tough if they had crucified me in the paper, and they didn't. And I actually, the media was so nice to me that I had people complain about it.
Really?
So the guys who I thought were friends, they complained about it. Said, "This charlatan, you guys are making him out to be a hero because he didn't lie. Like, he's a charlatan." And I was like, "Whoa! I thought you were my buddy." I guess not. I guess not.
No kidding.
It was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that, would you?
Well, you're gonna get different responses. You know what? It's a fair response.
Yeah.
It's a fair response.
It's one of the options.
It is one of the options.
Yeah.
It's tough though.
You learn a lot about people.
Well, you do learn a lot about people, but you don't realize the impact that a decision like that makes on a sport that they're competing in as well. They have to live in that sport, and they now have to deal with the fallout of somebody else getting caught with drugs in the sport. So, can I accept that? Looking back at it, I can accept it a lot more now. At that time, very tough. But now looking back at it, it's like, it had a bigger impact than I thought. Much bigger impact than I thought.
I remember Ben Johnson.
I know Ben.
Do you?
Yeah. So Ben actually got caught the second time, right around my time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was kind of paired with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And people were getting a little nervous about that, but anyhow.
So much publicity.
Oh, yeah. So 88 was the bad one.
Yeah.
But 92 he got caught again after Barcelona as well. But good guy.
Yeah.
And a lot of good stuff there. And got the raw end of the deal, because if you look back at the history, I think there's a 30 for 30. Every athlete except for Calvin Smith, I think, in that 100 meters in Seoul, every single one of them tested positive for anabolics over their career. Every single one of them.
Yeah. I'm so fortunate that my mistakes didn't carry publicity with it.
Yeah. Right. It's a little different. Yeah, it is a little different when it goes public. Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm so transparent now. I've walked the gamut, so it's just it doesn't matter to me that much anymore. Really. Yeah.
So could that have been preparation for your future tragedies?
Yeah. You know what? Shane? I think so.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think that I look back over my life, like being a triple jumper, being able to land on both sides of my body and being familiar with both sides of my body. I look back at the media and whatever else and just kind of dealing with the highs and the lows, I look back at all that stuff and I feel how God prepared me for this time of stroke recovery.
Right.
Like who would ever have thought that I'd be a guy 56 years old, suffering a stroke and being paralyzed, losing the entire left side of my body. No movement, no
probably
sensation.
never even a consideration.
Oh, man. So when I was having the stroke, I think I told you this, I was arguing with my buddy who I was playing golf with.
Right.
I was arguing, I said, Luke, you're crazy, man. I'm not having a stroke. Oral, sit down and shut the F up. You're having a stroke.
And this wasn't very long ago.
No, last year, May 8th, 2024.
Yeah.
May 8th, 2024. Yeah.
Out on a nice summer day.
Beautiful night, we were golfing. Yeah, golfing with a buddy, Like I told you, the thing that was crazy about it is I was supposed to be picking up my car that night. I'd have been driving home on Anthony Henday at that time, When you would have had it. I really see how I've been very blessed in this. Extremely blessed. Extremely fortunate in this.
Yeah.
Like I really think that's the hand of God just looking out for me. So why am I still around?
Yeah.
I'm still around for a reason, brother. And
there's something more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And my belief is let's just try and do the best each day that I can. And really get after things each day. Starting at home.
Right.
And then taking it from there.
What did you tell me earlier?
Yeah. So
do you mind sharing that?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Cool.
So something that God has put on my heart, brother, is this whole idea of authenticity. So authenticity is where your reputation and your reality are the same. So the people that know you best get the same version of you that everybody else gets, that you project out there. Especially being a sales guy.
Yeah.
You want to be a good guy and people get along with you and everything else.
Yeah.
I want my children and my wife to get along with me first.
Right.
And for them to see this good, happy-go-lucky sales guy, that's a good guy that everyone loves, at home.
So that's where the focus and energy 100%. Is number one, right?
100%. 100%. And I can see why I got divorced in 2017.
Oh, wow.
Because I was not like that with my former wife and my children growing up, my biological children. Now I've got stepchildren and a new wife, and I get the opportunity, a second chance, to be authentic with them, where they get to see oral A and oral B.
Yeah.
Oral A is a jackwagon, oral B is a nice guy. People brush their teeth with him.
That's so good.
But they get to see the best version of me.
Yeah.
And guess what? They deserve the best version of me, Shane.
And they love you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, brother.
Nice. Yeah. So the time between, the athletics and the stroke, that's a fair bit of time there then.
Yeah, I finished competing in track and field in 2001.
Okay.
Right. So I realized after 2001 that I struggled with depression a little bit. I thought it was.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Yeah. So you've gone through these.
I've gone through some of this stuff. Yeah, 100%. So when you're in great shape, you don't present any of the things with depression because you have so much endorphins, so many good things kind of flowing through your body because you're in great shape.
Yeah.
So when you stop training, all of a sudden you start realizing that falls are nasty. So I thought falls were nasty because we did all hard training in fall, but I actually struggled with the darkness.
Right.
And just that time of the year.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the endorphins and things kind of flowing around my brain when I was training.
Fall, you mean the season?
Season is horrible.
Not falling.
Yeah. So SADS, right?
Yeah.
Seasonal affective disorder, right?
Yeah.
Because it's dark and it's it's a different time of the year and it's winter and getting cold and I struggle with that. I struggle with other things with depression because of anger and everything else kind of going on in my life. But that's when I first noticed it, and I thought it was a season. I hated the fall, but I thought it was a season because it was a hard training time.
Okay.
But it wasn't just a hard training time, it was actually the season.
It was coupled with
100%.
Lack of sunlight.
100%. And when I stopped training, that's when I realized it. So after 2001, when I stopped training, I started realizing, this is brutal. And I went, when I tried to figure out meds, I did CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and that was quite effective. They said I have a pretty strong mind. Yeah. But eventually, in 2010, I got on meds, and the meds were very effective. Like they really helped me. It helped me feel like I had a choice, and that was.
That's what I'm finding with them as well.
100%.
I call them my head meds. right? And
Yeah.
it just kind of takes the sharp edges off.
Takes the edges off.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, all the impulsive stuff that you kind of battle with
Yeah.
just don't have the same impact as they
The
used to have.
emotional reactions.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Some people struggle with them, right? They actually take them the other way,
Yeah.
which is kind of bizarre. Like you take an antidepressant and they get more depressed.
Well, actually, I can understand that because
Okay.
they had me on a drug back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That totally made me exactly
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Really? It made it worse?
Did not work at all. It made it way worse. I was like,
Wow.
this is brutal. Get me off of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. And it took me, like, so that's why I went to CBT and did that for a number of years. But then I transitioned, or I moved from Calgary to Edmonton in 2010, 2011, and just really started to struggle. And then found a doctor that prescribed, that got me the right meds and did a lot of testing on me and got me the right meds.
Right.
And that was very effective.
Do you know what you're on right now?
Yeah, I'm on Cipralex.
Cipralex, okay.
Yeah.
I'm on escitalopram.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah,
Is it?
same thing. Escitalopram is the chemical name. Cipralex is the brand name.
Cool.
Yeah.
When we travel, we can share meds.
We can. How many milligrams? I'm on 10, just one tab.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be, actually, I can probably go down to half.
Yeah.
But before my stroke, I was actually off meds.
Oh,
I was
wow.
off for a whole year.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Because
how'd you react to that?
I was doing pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But then when I had the stroke, I had to get back on the meds.
Okay.
Yeah. Because my life before the stroke, I was really doing a lot of good things, brother. Training, working out, and just really connecting with God, well, like spiritually, and just doing a lot of good things. That kind of once again also prepared me for the stroke. Like I was working out 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And just praying every day. And just doing a
So
lot
that
of
would
good
have
things.
minimized then probably, right? The impact of the stroke on the brain
100%.
and the body.
No, 100%.
If you're fit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But still, a big surprise, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Big surprise. Yeah,
Yeah.
big surprise.
Huh. For myself, yeah, I wasn't on anything prior to the stroke. And then, yeah, it just went really dark and then
Yeah.
needed some medication. Yeah.
I can see that though.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the folks in Glenrose and in the hospital system. Stroke is a brutal thing, man. It really is.
It's horrible. Yeah.
It's a brutal thing. Where you're fighting with your body, fighting with your mind and your body. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, and you can't prepare for it really.
No,
so
you
you're
can't.
just fortunate then.
Yeah.
Right, you were doing some of the right things before
100%.
you had it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I told you, like the biggest miracle for me in this whole stroke thing has been the peace I felt.
Yeah.
To keep me from being angry,
Yeah.
keep me from being depressed,
Yeah.
keep me from being impatient from day one, brother.
Yeah.
That's been the biggest miracle. I'm healing. You can see I'm doing really well.
Yeah.
Just over a year into it,
Yeah.
I'm doing really well. But the biggest miracle is that peace I felt. So regarding my stroke, I have not been stressed out about it. As a matter of fact, it's been kind of interesting. It's been almost cool. Like, no, in some ways,
Yeah.
because you know what? I get to reconnect with my body,
Yeah.
the athlete mindset, that really finicky kind of, like just really particular about details. That's benefited me significantly in stroke.
Right.
Pretty tough to live with,
Yeah.
but really good for stroke recovery
Yeah.
because I notice every little detail.
Yeah. Okay.
And I used to write down, like when I was in the hospital, I was writing down things to be thankful for and excited about.
Cool.
And I'd find something new every day.
Yeah.
Because I'd notice a flicker on my forearm, or
Yeah.
I'd notice, something's firing up, or the finger is twitching, or whatever it was. I'd
Yeah.
notice something. And I'd be, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember flexing my quad for the first time. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
look at that guy. It was so cool.
It's still there.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It was so neat, and I celebrated all those things, But I was able to celebrate those things because I did not have the burden of the heaviness of the stroke thing. So from day one, I had this verse, Matthew 11, 28 to 30. And it's about the yoke. Jesus giving us his yoke and taking away our yoke. And his yoke is light and easy because he's gentle and humble in heart. And he gave me that verse. And it's kept me through, and it's still holding me through. I just still have not felt the weight of this stroke, Shane. I know other people have.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to diminish that at all.
Yeah.
But I thank God that, especially in my personality type, like that type A driven type of personality,
Yeah.
I thank God that I haven't experienced it because I'm not sure I would have survived. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would have survived because one of my biggest fears, I would say, is the whole idea of losing your body, man. Like losing your athletic ability, losing your ability to move and do the things that you know is easy.
It was your identity.
Big part of my identity.
Yeah.
It wasn't my identity at that time,
Right.
but it was a big part of my identity.
Right.
And for me to lose that,
Yeah.
I would have thought that was definitely one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been that bad, actually, brother.
Yeah.
It really hasn't. It's been kind of interesting. That curiosity kicks in, and then just kind of this intrigue with the whole thing, and this just the meeting some great people like yourself and other people I've met that I would never have probably had the time of day for.
Totally agree. Yeah.
It's been incredible.
Yeah.
It's been incredible. The humility, the vulnerability, and the disability, leaning into those three things in different ways, and accepting them, and then journeying through them. It's been great for me.
Yeah.
Pride's definitely been a big thing for me that I've struggled with, and this has definitely put a good check on it for me. Yeah, big check on it.
So, gonna walk us through the day. The day you had your stroke.
Yeah.
You were golfing.
Yeah. So lunchtime that day, I booked a tea time with my neighbor Luke. Otherwise, I'd been picking up my car, and I'd been out on the highway at that time.
Okay.
And that would have been a very different scenario.
Right.
I could be dead.
So he picked you up?
So no, we drove and we met at the golf course.
Okay.
And I had actually a loaner because my car was at the dealership.
Oh, gotcha.
I had a
Okay.
loaner. And we got out playing, and he said he noticed something was wrong with me when he first got there. That something seemed a little off.
When you first got there?
Yeah, he thought something was a little off. He wasn't sure, but he thought something was a little off.
Yeah.
And I was feeling fine. I was feeling very euphoric almost, And by hole 5, we started off on the back 9 there. I really started slurring my words. And I topped 2 balls off the tee on hole 4 and then hole 5. And I was like, oh man, that sucks, And Luke's like, Oral, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, Luke. He's like, Oral, man, you're slurring your words. I'm like, yeah, I am slurring my words, but I'm fine. He goes, you're having a stroke. I'm like, look, you're crazy. I'm not having a stroke. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He goes, you're having a stroke. And I'm like, Oral, sit down and shut the F up. I'm calling the ambulance right now.
Yeah.
So he called 911.
And they came to the golf course and got you?
So they beat us to the clubhouse.
Oh, wow.
So they were at the clubhouse before we got back there in our golf cart.
Fantastic.
Which that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So they tested me kind of right away. Can you stand up? Oh yeah, I can stand up. It was gone. Left side was gone. Crumpled to the floor. They had to grab me. Grab me up and pick me up. And then I felt my head just kind of rush. Still couldn't tell anything was majorly wrong.
Yeah.
But I felt like just a huge burst of whatever was going on in my brain. It was crazy. They got me to the ambulance and started, figuring out what they wanted to do with me. They got me from Beaumont, south of Edmonton, to U of A Hospital, almost downtown, in 15 minutes.
What?
At 6:30 on a Wednesday night in Edmonton.
Come on.
It's not possible, brother.
No, that's an hour drive.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Wow.
That is not possible. Like, we get to the hospital, they get me from the ambulance right onto the CT scan machine. Did not stop anywhere, did not check anything. They brought me from the gurney right off the CT scan machine.
Wow.
They checked it and right away had me in my bed, came back and said, here's the result. You have a good sized stroke, like a good strike blockage. It's blocking the right part of your brain. It's about a medium sized stroke, they said, and we can get you clot buster. So within an hour, I got the clot busting drug, which was huge. And that's probably a huge part of why I'm recovering as well as I'm recovering, because I had I had early intervention, fast, right?
Yeah.
So they face, arm, speech, time. So I was one of the perfect candidates for that.
Right.
Being in good shape, but then also having everything happen for me so quickly was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It makes a big difference. I'm assuming it makes a big difference because I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know, but I've heard of people who have been sitting for hours and hours and hours and not getting the treatment, and hearing that it's been tougher. But I've also seen cases where they've still recovered.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They say everyone's different, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
They say, right, like it's,
Yeah.
I forget the acronym they use. I think it's FAST,
Yeah.
right? But I forget what it's.
So face, arm, speech, and time.
Right.
That's
okay.
fast. And that's where the guys who can get it within, I think, 3 hours or so,
Yeah.
they can get a clot busting drug.
Okay.
And that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, so the faster you can recognize these
100%.
symptoms, the
Yeah.
better off typically you're going to be, right?
100%. Yeah. Now I know, right? If I
Yeah.
see someone, with those
Yeah.
signs, now I know. Would never have even thought about it before, but now I know.
Do they know what caused this?
So they have no clue. All the testing, everything I went through, I didn't have any of the indicators. No high blood pressure,
Yeah.
no cholesterol, no other issues, no hereditary things or anything like that. No trauma or anything like that. The only thing they said to me, Shane, that is a possibility, I had one of the nurses at U of A hospital tell me this, is post-COVID, a lot more incidence of stroke and blood clots to lungs and to brains post-COVID. Because the COVID virus and the COVID vaccine both cause blood clots, right? But I was 2 years in, so definitely it would have been the COVID virus in my case.
Right.
And I never tested positive for it, but everyone else in my house did. So I'm guessing I probably had the virus along the way somewhere, and that's possibly why I had a blood clot that traveled to my brain.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them happening after that, yeah.
So there's a lot of blood clots happening right now post-COVID.
Yeah.
Way more than normal.
The media doesn't share that with
Doesn't
us.
share that, no.
Yeah.
But there's way more than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So God's played a huge role in this for you.
Oh, brother. The biggest role.
Yeah.
The biggest role. Yeah, the biggest role. My faith. So I have a new meaning for the FAST acronym.
Okay.
Faith,
Yeah.
attitude, surrender, and thankfulness. So this is how FAST is how you get recognized or get assessed for stroke and getting into the system.
Yeah.
How you recover from a stroke properly is faith,
Okay, yeah.
your attitude,
Yeah.
surrendering to it,
Yeah.
and then being thankful
Right.
for all the little things along the way. And if you can, I think if you can implement those things,
Yeah.
I think you have a really good chance of having a good, successful recovery process because it doesn't burden you, right? And like I said, for me, it's been the peace that I've had, and I've been able to focus on so many things to be thankful for. I've
Critical, isn't it?
Well, I've had the right attitude. You know,
Yeah.
ask all the OTs and PTs that worked with me at Glenrose.
Yeah.
What was Aura like to work with?
Yeah.
I think I was a joy for all of them.
Yeah.
Because I was having a good time. I was pushing them, and I was working hard. And I was just like, okay, what do I need to do to get better?
Yeah.
That was my attitude.
I've tried to make that mine as well.
100%, brother.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And you do that, and you show up every day willing to work hard
Yeah.
and bust your hump.
Makes a
and
huge difference.
They see that, and you
Yeah.
see that, and you see results.
Yeah.
And guess what? You see the results. Guess what? You keep wanting to do more, right?
You got it.
100%.
Yeah. And they do as well.
100%.
Right? Getting
100%.
that positive feedback from
100%.
them.
Yeah, they're all over
Their
that.
efforts are being rewarded, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Because they see enough of the bad attitude. They see enough of the giving up.
Yeah.
They see enough of the complaining.
Yeah.
They see it enough as a woe is me.
Every day, all day.
And I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
They see enough of that.
Yeah.
So when they see someone that's totally opposite to that,
Yeah.
they jump all over that. They gravitate towards
They
that.
definitely do.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but the reality
Say
is,
anything here.
I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I was checked out of the Glenrose on June 13th. I got into outpatient care at the end of June. I didn't get released fully for outpatient care until April 1st.
Okay.
They kept on increasing. They kept on
Perfect.
adding time to me
Yeah.
because I was healing. I was recovering quickly. And I think because I was having a good attitude and I was working my butt off, Shane.
Yeah.
They see that I was continuing to work. So they kept on trying all these different things with me to see if it would work with me.
Yeah.
And I was signing up for anything to help me, but also help them.
Yeah.
I signed up for it. I said, yeah, sign me up for it.
Take advantage of those opportunities.
100%.
Yeah.
If it can help me out, but also help somebody else who might have a stroke, why not, brother?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And that effort is rewarded both for us physically.
Yeah.
Progress a little faster than we probably would have.
Absolutely.
Definitely faster
Yeah.
than we would have. At the same time, it's kind of I struggled with, just wanting to get home. Right? But I really put my nose to the grindstone and did the same thing. Like every single program that was available,
100%.
I wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted those weights being put up every time, every week.
Yeah, and good for you,
like,
brother.
Let's get some progress here.
Absolutely, and good for you. That's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of work ethic you have to have.
Yeah.
You know, that's an Olympian mindset right there, brother.
The Biker Olympics.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like that's the competitive side of you, whatever it is. Like I'm not going to quit on this. I'm going to bust my hump and get it done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think some of us are just kind of wired that way.
Wired that way. No, definitely. And there's a few people I know that are...
So I'm blessed to have that, yeah.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's great for stroke recovery.
It is.
It is.
Yeah. A couple things are God, loved ones.
Yeah.
And that positive attitude. And
100%.
having that tenacity.
100%.
A bit of an edge to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Those are all fantastic things for stroke recovery. I remember in my room, my kids, my daughter put up a collage of a bunch of pictures of my biological children, my stepchildren, and our whole family.
Oh, nice.
So I got to see that every day I came back to my bed.
It means so much, doesn't it?
I keep telling to all the OTs and PTs and nurses and the Glenrose, that's what I'm fighting for.
That's it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
And it was awesome, brother.
Yeah.
You know, I know your granddaughter came and saw you quite a bit.
Yeah, she'd make me cards.
Oh, man.
A brochure. That'd be pinned up on my walls.
That's what I'm fighting for, right?
That's
you know what you're fighting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that goes with any kind of recovery, right?
Yeah.
Cancer recovery, addiction recovery, stroke recovery, all of it. You have to get your head in the right spot. And having faith for us in God.
Yes.
But having faith in anybody's God, I guess. You know, our God's probably better than everybody else's.
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so too. But they just being humbling yourself and
I think so. You know, surrendering to it, right? Or accepting it, right? Accepting it, surrendering to it, just accepting it.
Yeah.
Right? Your attitude. Yeah. Right? If you can have a positive attitude, you know, bring that positive attitude each day. Right? And then, man, look for stuff to be thankful for. Because there will be.
There is.
And if you can...
Far more than we initially think there are.
And when you can jot those down or whatever, remind yourself. And I was doing that. I was writing them down. I was journaling when I was in the Glenrose there. And just, you know, writing down those fantastic things. And the smallest little things, but, you know, there's so much to be thankful for.
There's something in that act of writing it down 100%. As well, right? Makes it more concrete in our 100%. Brains. It etches it in, crystallizes it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's critical. I do that with my goals and for my gratitude as well, for my thankfulness. Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
Write it down.
Yeah.
They say if a goal is not written down, it's a wish.
It's a wish. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember doing a lot of that stuff for training and stuff like that, and back in the day and things like that. You know, and I do some of that a little bit still, but maybe not quite as much as I used to. I'm maybe a bit more, bit less anal about stuff. Yeah. A lot more just kind of practical. Yeah. You know, but showing up each day.
Right.
Making sure that I show up each day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. I can tell.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's rewarding for ourselves as well.
It is.
We get something out of it. Not just the physical aspect of it, but the mental health side of it as well.
Blesses your family, brother.
Yeah.
It blesses your family. Yeah. They see you working hard. They see you pushing through.
Yeah.
They see what they know where you've been.
Yeah.
They know what's kind of happened. Yeah. And they're seeing your attitude. They see you pushing it through. It blesses them. And, you know, I think you and I are both this way. We want to take care of our family.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I can have my attitude checked and I can bring my best game to work hard, to fight for them, it blesses them.
It does.
And that's how I get to protect them as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I thank God for that.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of where what I think my legacy is now is, man, nothing's going to keep my dad down. Right? That's the example that I want to set for my kids and my grandkids.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is our time to shine as well.
100%.
Right?
You know, and they know that they're a big part of what you're busting your butt for.
You got it, yeah.
Right? They know that.
Yeah.
And that's important.
It is important.
Yeah, because we love them, care for them, right?
Oh, more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's cool, brother.
Do you find that the stroke has made you better in any ways?
Yeah. You know, like, you know, we're talking about, you know, just having time to reflect and think about stuff. Having time to process a lot of stuff. You know, having time to reflect about your life and how you've lived and all of that stuff. You know, being thankful that you're still here. You still have opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think that there might be some rewiring that happened initially, because I think my family said, "Oh, you're pretty happy-go-lucky," but that was the peace that I had.
Yeah.
That was the peace I had.
Yeah.
You know, but long term, what I'm seeing, the effects of the humility, the vulnerability, and the disability. The humility, the vulnerability, and the disability. Yeah, it's allowed me to lean in different ways that I've never really leaned into before.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been good. Yeah. So I think it's changing who I am as a person, and it's a good change.
Is it changing people around you?
You know, I think I've been a person that's impacted people around me. I think I've got even more of an opportunity to impact them in a positive way. You know?
Well, I know you've impacted me, and I thank you for that.
And likewise, brother.
Yeah. And now on the show, the opportunity to impact so many people.
Absolutely.
You're such a wonderful man.
Thanks, brother.
I've been so blessed to be able to make friends with you.
Yeah, I've been blessed to make friends with you too, Shane. Like, seriously.
Yeah,
no, seriously.
agreed.
Just hearing your story, seeing your podcast, it's been, like I said, you say a lot of stuff that I have in my mind and I think about, and you share what I've been feeling, what I've been thinking, what I've been experiencing, and you do it in a great way, brother.
Fantastic.
And I really appreciate that. So when you asked me to be on this show, I was like, wow, what a privilege. And what a blessing. I'm very, very thankful for that.
Fantastic.
Very thankful for that. Yeah.
So what's next?
Yeah, so I started my own company. I think I told you that. So that I'm doing that and trying to get that kind of growing and going.
That's ambitious.
It's selling, right? It's just what I've always been doing.
Yeah.
But being in this position has allowed me to kind of, take a chance on it.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be good. I did a presentation with my former company today, and that was fantastic. It was really good seeing my old teammates and just kind of showing them where it is I can help them. I get to serve them now. They know I'm kind of a very driven kind of person. Let's go. Let's get an answer. Let's help the customer right now. So now I get to be that for them.
Fantastic.
And they're like, yeah, we know, Earl, you're going to be all over this for us. Yeah. Like, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. That's how I am.
Fun.
So it's, I'm looking forward to growing that and seeing how that's going to come together. But I really feel that's where God's calling me. And I really feel that's where an open door is. And I have a nice contract with a company out of the US, representing them in Canada.
Very good.
And, just trying to be better every day at home.
Good.
With my family first.
Nice.
So that's kind of my priority.
Yeah.
Is spending time with God.
Yeah.
Spending time with my family. Good quality time.
Yeah.
Where they get the best of me, not the rest of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Where they get the best of me, not the rest of me.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
So how about a shout out for your new business?
Ogilvy Sales and Consulting. Yeah. So that's the company. I'm not looking for really any other customer. I've got Plastomatic out of the US that I'm going to be working with.
Good.
And might look for another company potentially here.
Yeah.
But just trying to do sales in industrial or something that where I can actually sell the product right across the country.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
National.
Yeah. I have a company out of Belgium that I've been talking with. Has not come to fruition yet. That's a possibility. If that does come to fruition, then I'll probably not look for anybody else.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come to fruition, I think I'll be able to find some other stuff in the mechanical world, in the plumbing world that I can probably utilize and do. Yeah. But right now I'm pretty busy with the team at Plastomatic and trying to get off the ground and running here with that. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Is it hard for you not to bite off too much?
I'm probably the type of person that usually bites off a bit more than they can chew, but I'll find a way to make it work.
Good.
Because I'm driven.
Yeah.
Right? One of the big things for me, one of the sales guys, his new guy at Fabco there, my former sales manager said, ask Earl how to be successful in this industry because he was really successful before you. I said, one of the biggest thing is get back to customers quickly. Don't be slow. Get back to them quickly.
Critical, isn't it?
100%.
Don't leave them waiting.
Under promise, over deliver.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Under promise, over deliver, and get back to customers quickly.
Yeah.
You can do those things, and I think you can find success fairly quickly because most people don't do those things well.
And do what you say you're going to do.
100%.
Right.
100%. That's under promising, over delivering.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. This is great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
You do. That's my friend Oral Ogilvy, ex-Olympian, stroke survivor, and just a good all-around guy, a lover of God and a lover of family. If you like the show, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll throw my email on there. If you want to reach out to Oral, just shoot me an email, and we'll talk soon.
Dine with kings. We'll have the finest things. Carve our names in stone. We'll never die unknown.